Good morning. Good morning. We are live. Like every other day. Don't want to be this close to my face right now. Let's open it all the way up. How are you? How are you doing this morning? How's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing well. We are in the midst of we're doing a show. I got some aches and pains last night. I went for an 8-hour. Like I'm not a real gamer. So yesterday I went for an 8-hour stream, straight gaming for 8 hours. I think I spent like 10 hours streaming yesterday. My neck is always like this, like when I'm gaming. And like it hurts real bad. It's like I need to be stretched out. And that's what she said. Gross. That's disgusting and tasteless and not funny. Already this morning. As you can see, it's cold. I'm cold. I'm chilly. Got my little kitter cat here. She's doing, I don't know. Yesterday we had a little bit of a scare. She had a red eye thing flare back up. And that's never a fun thing. But we're back. Today I wanted to talk about some news that happened yesterday. While I was streaming, my sister messages me and says that Tupac's killer. What the fuck? Hold on. Tupac's killer was arrested, but alleged killer, even though he had admitted to it. Even though he admitted to it in a 2009 interview with police. I just thought maybe we could take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. And also, what the fuck is going on with Britney Spears? What is going on with Britney Spears, man? She's you know, I mean, I'm late to the party on this, but this last one, man, like, what is going on with Britney Spears? We also have an update with CB. CB dropped an update yesterday, last night, which I thought was awesome. It's good to see CB doing things. Good to see it. If you cannot tell, I am extremely tired today. You can tell. I'll tell you that. You can tell. And you know what? You know what? Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't this happen today? You know? Why wouldn't it happen? We're going to add this back in. Hold on. Whoops. And then this. Okay. Put me on top. Resize this to the correct. There we go. Do you guys want to just jump into it, or let's jump into it. You know what? Let's do a little update with CB Walker. You okay with that? CB Walker 10 hours ago. 10 hours ago, we had an update from CB Walker, and we are absolutely excited about this. I don't know if you guys are, but I am. Okay? Because the more CB Walker is active, the more chance I have at a collaboration. I know that some people have dream collabs out there. I know that some people have dream collabs out there. And you might be wanting, if you're a musician, you might want to collaborate with, I don't know, Dave Grohl, Taylor Swift, some other bands. If you're a model, you may want to be on a shoot with Gigi Hadid. Can't think of any models right now off the top of my head. It's too early. If you are a fashion designer, you may want to collaborate with Gigi Hadid. Because she's the only model I care about. Okay? Gigi is God. Gigi is life. But for me, my dream collaboration is CB Walker. And I think this is a match made in heaven. You could see Gregory Lux and CB Walker just murdering it. You know what I'm saying? Just absolutely murdering it. But yesterday we had an update from CB that I want to talk about. Because CB needs some help from us. He doesn't call for it, but with 5.58K subs, CB Walker is somebody we could get on our radar, or I could get on the radar of. Look at this little watermark down here. So cute. So cute. You see it? CB wow. CB had some things to say last night, and let's just get into it.
Honey, after all these years, I'm just glad anybody gave me anything for just being me. I know that's right.
Yep. Okay, CB.
That is. Look here. Mr. Debonair.
It's good to see you, CB.
Happy Friday, y'all. I just
Happy
want to
Friday.
say that there. Happy Friday to each and every one
That
of
was
you.
yesterday. Thank you.
Friend, Mr. Clarence Baynard Walker here. I just wanted to say this here.
Okay,
Get on here and say thank y'all so much again.
Oh, you're welcome.
For all the well wishes, thank you so much again.
For all the comments.
For all the people who commented here, and thank you so much again for the young person here. I don't know who this is here. Y'all, look here. I didn't write this here. This is the person's name here. Y'all can go on YouTube and you can find it yourself. It's in the comments here.
Okay, who is it?
This person's
What's
name
the comments?
is your mums, M-U-M-S,
Hey.
ho one.
Your mom's a hoe?
Mom's a hoe one. You
Oh.
won. You won. Look here. Thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat there. For y'all who don't know what a super chat is, that is a donation. Thank y'all so much for that. And thank you,
people be giving
a whole one for that there. So look here. I just want to say happy Friday.
Happy Friday, CB.
Here, Mr. Clarence Baynard
It's
Walker.
good to see you.
I will see y'all again soon. As
Thank
you
you.
can see, I'm setting things
wait.
up, and I will be going live. So I hope y'all tunes in.
Okay.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend. So with that, I will say
I need to see
y'all
CB.
have a wonderful evening. Have a
You know what?
fantabulous
I got
weekend, honey, 'cause
notifications
you know I
on.
will.
We are
You know I will.
subscribed.
Y'all take care.
But, nothing really important. It's just, CB's back. CB's back. CB's back. Got the whole hood screaming that CB. Right? But we, which brings us into the next topic of conversation here. Guys, I'm not feeling it today. I'm tired. I'm a little, I'm tired. So we're going to look about... Also, look at this. New York City is underwater. Are you guys interested in this? Casey Neistat. Let's check out New York being underwater real quick. Well, how do you catch that in the right time? Wow.
It's been raining for about 7 straight days.
Excuse me.
The flooding is
Wow.
severe in some places. Can you tell that I'm on my knees?
Oh.
Oh, man.
I heard it, like, New York just isn't, New York's infrastructure isn't really, set up for this.
I'm obviously no expert here, but my understanding is...
Crazy. I don't think we can do Casey's stuff because he does use copyrighted music. So... Let's jump on the Tupac thing. New York's underwater. Tupac's killer was arrested. Tupac. It's going to be all over the news. Oh, look, it's our thumbnail. What's Snoop Dogg have to do with it? What does Snoop Dogg have to do with it? So, by far, the most detailed information I've got is from CNN. CNN did a little deeper of a dive on it, pulling out some information here. We could check this out. This is the BMW Tupac was killed and on sale for 1.75 mil. People are fucking gross, dude. People are fucking gross, dude. All right, let's go ahead and check out this. Guys, I'm not lying. Like, I just kind of want to end this stream because I have zero energy. It's just not a good one today. So let's do this one. Tupac, or please provide an update on arrest of Tupac Shakur's death. You understand? You understand? I can go ahead and click this. I understand. Wish proceed. This could be violent imagery, graphic imagery. That's why this only had 2.3 million views, age gated.
It is far from over. It has taken countless hours. It is far from over.
Oh, somebody, too late.
It has taken countless hours, really decades,
okay,
of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today. Several of those detectives that are standing here with us include Detective Cliff Mogg, the lead detective on this case. He is now retired.
Okay.
Well, I know there's been many people who do not believe that the murder of Tupac Shakur was important to this police department.
Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Let's not pretend like it was. Okay, let's not pretend like it was. In 2009, the man admitted to killing Tupac. They wanted something else. They wanted information on somebody else, so they gave him a pass. Anything he said in the confines of that interview or within that interview were not going to be used against him in court. So he admits in 2009 to the police that he killed Tupac. Well, not that he killed Tupac, but he was in the vehicle that in the Escalade where the shots came from. Okay, so let's not pretend that this was important. You fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? You're a liar, dog. You just said that it's not been important. No, something else was more important because you let the guy admit to Tupac's murder or being involved with the murder in 2009, and you let him say it, and you did nothing about it because you wanted something else that was more pertinent at the time. Whatever that was. We'll probably never know. But as this stuff unfolds, we will find out how much the police actually did not care about this situation.
I'm here to tell you that was simply not the case.
It was the
It
case,
was not
though.
the case back then, and it is not the case today.
Oh, sorry. I'll take any questions from the audience. Yes. What about the time the guy told you that he killed him inside the within the interview, but you were looking for something else, so it wasn't important to you as getting the information that you were looking for at the time? What about that? Was that important to you? Right.
Our goal at LVMPD has always been to hold those accountable and responsible for Tupac's violent murder accountable.
You're not dealing with criminal masterminds here. You know what I'm saying? You're not dealing with you know, you knew who did it from the beginning. Everyone knew who did it from the beginning. There was video of who did it from the beginning. And, you know, maybe, they weren't talking because of the street code or whatever. Like, okay, you're police officers, man. You can figure some shit out.
Just like we do for every homicide victim in our city.
I bet.
Every single victim, every life that is lost is important and remains a priority to this police department. Okay. As we methodically built this case to move forward with an arrest, it was also important that at the same time, we're building towards a successful prosecution. We work closely with our esteemed district attorney, Steve Wolfson, in his office to ensure that is going to happen. Mr. Davis's own words reinvigorated our case in 2018. I'm going to give you some of those details, and I'm going to introduce to you our homicide lieutenant, Jason Johansson.
What about in 2009, though? 9 years earlier is what my question is. What about 9 years earlier?
And he will provide you many of the details on how we got here today. Lieutenant.
Thank you, Sheriff, and thank you.
This dude was not... Get the fuck... Come on, man. How old were you when Tupac was shot?
Everybody for being here today. My name's Jason Johansson, and I'm the homicide lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And my goal here today is to walk you through our investigation and what led us to the indictment of Dwayne Davis, also known as Keefe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. This case has been reviewed by our homicide team and homicide detectives for over 2.5 decades. And ultimately, our persistence in this investigation has paid off.
Right. So I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis of what happened. In July, they raided this guy's wife's house. They raided this man's house in June or July. They said they removed evidence from the home that led them to the arrest of him. What was that? What do you think that was? Was it a gun? No, it wasn't a gun. Was it a photograph? No, it wasn't a photograph. Was it a video? No, it wasn't a video either. What was it? It was a memoir. You know, the guy was writing a memoir. They removed a fucking stack of papers where he said that I'm a little self-conscious about my about my little belly bow. So I just zoomed in on my titties. You guys all getting fat. Anyways, this is serious stuff here. Let's go back. They removed a manuscript for a tell-all memoir. How is that fucking evidence? That's anybody could say anything. I could write a story right now that puts me in the car with Tupac, you know? So it's not really evidence. It's just, you know, it helps to corroborate the police's ideas from in the first place. But you know what else helps to corroborate the police's ideas in the first place? The fact that he admitted to it in a 2009 interview by police, while being interviewed by police, he admitted to it. So, but that can't be used in court because they wanted something else that was far bigger than him being involved in Tupac's murder. Wakanda forever on that thing back there, and I don't get it. Oh, it says Nevada. Sorry. That was fucked up. Can't believe it. Okay.
Let me walk you through a timeline of events.
Walk us through, but you got to go
that we know
faster.
right now. Prior to September 7th of 1996, as we all
Day before my birthday, I was turning 14.
know, Tupac
Very important date to me. I was turning 14. The next day, I wake up the morning before my birthday, little 8th grader. I was in 8th grade. Just starting out the new year, right? Now, I wasn't that big of a fan of Tupac, but I was a big, big fan of hip-hop music. I was one of those skateboard kids into hip-hop and rock music. My whole taste of music was everywhere at that time. So when I heard that Tupac was shot, I was like, oh, he'll pull through. He'll pull through. I'm sure it's happened to him before. He knows the deal. He knows the drill. He knows how to get through it.
Shakur was a artist who was signed with Death Row Records. And that Death
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? What color shoes was he wearing? Were they tied?
Row Records
Means
and its
nothing.
CEO, Marion Suge Knight, were closely affiliated with the Mob Piru criminal street gangs.
Mob Piru, Bloods, like a blood. A sect of the Bloods.
And that they had an ongoing feud with the Southside Compton Crips.
Bloods versus Crips.
Dwayne Davis was the leader and shot caller of the Southside Compton Crips.
Now, I want you to read the closed captions on these. So,
Dwayne Davis was the leader and shot caller.
oh, they changed it. Last night it said shock collar. The guy was a fucking personified shock collar. He was a shock collar personified, that guy. But they changed it.
Southside Compton Crips.
Okay.
And both of these gangs operated out of the Southern California area
Right.
of Compton.
Okay.
On the night of September 7th of 1996, Tupac Shakur, along with Suge Knight, and members of their entourage, which include members of Mob Piru, came to Vegas to attend the Mike Tyson fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Yep, we all know this.
Members of the Southside Compton Crips, which included Dwayne Davis,
Okay.
along with his nephew Orlando Anderson, were also in attendance at the same event.
Got you.
As both were leaving the fight, members of Death Row Records spotted Orlando Anderson near an elevator bank inside the MGM.
Right.
And at that time, they began to kick and punch him.
All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and we're going to see that video. Because I think there's video of this. Tupac security video. Last color footage of Tupac. This might be it down here. Let's just hover over it a little bit. No. No, not it. Let's see. Security footage. Supposedly this is Tupac in his quote unquote entourage getting into a fight with Orlando Anderson. I would love for some highlighted footage here. Show me where was he at. Okay. Nothing. All right. Maybe this. Okay, here's the elevator. And this is the fight. So this is members of this. This is the fight that breaks out. That police are alleging causes the death, the shooting, and the death of Tupac Shakur later that night. Okay. Now that we've seen it, let's go back and look at it again. Real quick. Back here. They pretty much stomped his ass. Not pretty much. I mean, that's just... Now, what the real beef was, we don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what the beef was.
It is far from over.
Then they will leave the
Oh, sorry, they showed it.
large man in a brown suit.
I didn't think they were going to
show
show it.
you hotel security footage as many elevator bay
Okay.
bank inside the MGM. And at that time, they began to kick and punch him near that elevator bank. I will now show you hotel security footage, as many of you have already seen, related to this incident. And on this incident, you will see Tupac Shakur, who's wearing a shiny satiny shirt, along with Marion Suge Knight, who's a large man in a brown suit, punching and kicking Orlando Anderson.
Okay.
Following this incident, you'll see hotel security intervene, and then they will leave the area of the fight.
Okay.
Little did anyone know that it is this incident right here that would ultimately lead to the retaliatory shooting and death of Tupac Shakur.
I don't think little did anybody know. I think we
Following
all
this
knew.
incident, Tupac and Suge Knight
They probably
both
knew.
left the MGM to make their way to a post-fight party, which was to occur at a local nightclub. At the same time, word had spread amongst members of the Southside Compton Crips of what had occurred inside the MGM.
Okay.
And then that's when Dwayne Davis began to devise a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate against Suge Knight and Mr. Shakur for what occurred.
Obtain a firearm. Why would they obtain a firearm? Why would they need to obtain a firearm? You know what I mean?
Inside
A certain firearm, one that maybe wasn't going to be able to be traced back to them.
the hotel against Mr. Anderson. After Davis obtained a gun, he entered into a white Cadillac along with Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith, and Orlando Anderson. Based on our investigation, this is where we know they were seated.
Okay.
At some point in time, as they were in the white Cadillac, Mr. Davis took the gun that he had obtained and provided it to the passengers in the rear seat of the vehicle.
Question. What's the timeline? What did he say the timeline was? This man obtained a gun in the matter of what? 5, 10, 15 minutes? Like, I don't see how these things add up. So let's try to go back and listen to the timeline again. This is important. I want to go over this now because when this trial comes, I hope it's televised. I will be streaming this trial because I'm very, very interested in what I'm very interested in this. I'm interested in crime, period, but like criminal proceedings. But let's just see.
At some point in time, as they were in the white Cadillac, Mr. Davis took the gun that he had obtained and provided it to the passengers.
Hold on, sorry.
Southside Compton Crips of what had occurred inside the MGM. And then that's when Dwayne Davis began to devise a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate.
Advise a plan. Like, there is no plan. They're making this dude sound like he's a fucking G. Like, yeah, he's a fucking G, right? But, like, it's not like they, like, mold this idea over in weeks' time. You know what I mean? What's up, buddy? It's not like they mold this plan over in weeks or hours. This is like 5 minutes. They make it sound like this dude is a criminal mastermind. He evaded police because he was so good at what he did. The police fucked up, man. Remember how people said they killed Tupac? You know what I mean? And they were talking about, like, the fucking...
against Suge Knight and Mr. Shakur for what occurred inside the hotel against Mr. Anderson. After Davis obtained a gun, he entered into a white Cadillac along with Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith, and Orlando Anderson.
I think if this is the evidence and the timeline that prosecution uses in this trial, just a decent lawyer would be like, prove it. Show me that he was actually in the car. Because you could say or do a bunch of fucking shit. Just because you say some shit don't mean you did it. You know what I mean? Show me that he was in the car. Show me the evidence of that. Because the case here relies on two witnesses. Two real witnesses. This guy that has just been arrested and Suge Knight. Which one you think's talking? Suge Knight don't remember. He don't know where the shots came from. He knew it came from the back seat.
Based on our investigation,
you don't know that this is.
They were seated. At some point in time, as they were in the white Cadillac, Mr. Davis took the gun that he had obtained and provided it to the passengers in the rear seat of the vehicle. As they were boarding.
So then what? Here's the plan. Hey, I'm going to go get a gun. I'm going to hand it back to you, and you're going to shoot. Come on, man. They devised the plan. This was a knee-jerk reaction to a situation that unfolded, dude. You're trying to paint a picture that that didn't happen because you're saying that he evaded your fucking capture for so long because he was so good at this plan. Come on, man. The dude has been talking about this since day one. You know what I mean?
Both as they were driving west on Flamingo Road near Koval, they located the black BMW, which was driven by Suge Knight, and in the passenger seat was Tupac Shakur. And as they turned around, they pulled up near the passenger side of that vehicle and immediately began shooting at Mr. Knight and Mr. Shakur. Following that shooting, the white Cadillac fled the area southbound on Koval, and after our officers arrived on scene, Tupac was later transported to the University Medical Center, where he was treated medically and died approximately 6 days later on September 13th. My homicide section handled this investigation from its onset and for a short amount of time. And within a short amount of time, what we knew was that we were working a gang investigation where our victims, our witnesses, and our suspects were all from Southern California and not local to Las Vegas. Within the first few months of the investigation, our detectives knew most of the information I just briefed you on.
This is what I'm saying.
We never had the necessary evidence to bring this case forward.
You still don't have the necessary evidence to bring the case forward, except for this manuscript. And in what, again, let me say it again, in 2009.
And present it for criminal charges. As time went on, this case had been reviewed multiple times by different investigators assigned to my section, but it wasn't until 2018 that this case was reinvigorated as additional information came to light related to this homicide.
Okay, what was it?
Specifically, Dwayne Davis's own admissions to his involvement in this homicide investigation that he provided to numerous different media outlets.
Mm-hmm.
In our section, we knew at this time that this was likely our last time to take a run at this case, to successfully solve this case and bring forth a criminal charge. It was at that time that this case was assigned to Cliff Mogg, a detective within my homicide section. Mm-hmm. And over the last 5 years, my section worked closely, hand in hand with the Clark County District Attorney's Office and followed a systematic investigative plan over the last 5 years. We've conducted countless interviews and corroborated numerous facts that were not only consistent with the crime scene on the night of the incident, but also corroborated and were consistent with the sequence of events that night. This ultimately led to us procuring a search warrant which was executed at Mr. Davis's residence in Henderson, Nevada.
Okay.
And following the execution of that search warrant, in close coordination with the District Attorney's Office, this case was presented to the grand jury, which ultimately led to Davis being indicted on charges of murder.
Okay.
Before I hand it off to the District Attorney's Office, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Detective Mogg and all the other detectives that were not only assigned this case and reviewed this case, but all the other detectives from other agencies that assisted us in this investigation.
Buddy.
They know who they are, and thank you very much for all the assistance you provided. It does not go unnoticed. And lastly,
it's too cold. It's too
one of the
cold to
most
open that
important
window.
things, in my opinion, is we need to make this be a reminder that the charge of murder does not have a statute of limitations.
Well,
This agency has been and is invested in solving our cold case homicides so that we can bring closure
again, though, the 2009 thing. You
to those families. And
I wish they could just say in 2009 he admitted while in an interview by police, he admitted to being involved in the shooting of Tupac, but because he was giving us information, we were not allowed to use this information against him because of the deal we made with him.
justice for those victims of homicide. And with that, I will turn it over to the Clark County District Attorney, Steve Wilson.
Thank you, Lieutenant Johansson. I appreciate it. Good afternoon. I am the Las Vegas, Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson. It has often been said, justice delayed is justice denied. It's a quote we hear often and for many, many years when talking about our legal system.
This is the L.A. or Las Vegas fucking district attorney, man, DA. You're going to need some charisma, man, to match, you know what I'm saying, match your city. He came out with it is sad that, like, come on, man. Bring the fire, bring the thunder. Come on.
But not in this case.
Oh, there he
Today,
goes.
Justice will be served
in
the murder of Tupac
You can't promise that.
Shakur. I'd like to acknowledge the relentless work of the many Las Vegas Metropolitan Police.
This is the DA. The DA is reading off a script that he wrote himself. This dude has no chance against a good defense attorney. Zero chance.
Police Department homicide detectives. We've mentioned Detective Cliff Mogg many times.
Here's what I'm afraid of about my life is, hold on.
Metropolitan Police Department homicide detectives.
I'm afraid of this in my life. You know what I mean? I'm afraid of this right here. It's coming. It's coming for me. I know. I know it's coming for me. And this, you know, I can't. If it gets to this point, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to need a neck tuck. You know, I'm going to need a neck tuck. It's already getting there. It's already getting there. Let me show you. Can you see it? see what I mean? But see, I cut my neck. You know, when I shave like this, I cut it like this. That man cuts it like this. You got to make it look like there's some shadow underneath you. So when you're talking straight on, it looks like a shadow underneath you. You can't just cut it right here. It's got to be under your neck. You know what I mean? Helpful tip. Also, if it gets to that point, I'm growing a fucking beard. Because I can't be out here looking like this, man. You know, my hairline is already getting there. Look at that shit. I'm already looking like this guy. It's my future right here. That's my future.
We've mentioned Detective Cliff Mogg many times, and we can't mention his name enough. He is the detective, along with his colleagues, that brought this case here today to you. A Clark County grand jury has indicted Dwayne Keith Davis with 1 count of open murder with use of a deadly weapon with a gang enhancement. Davis will appear in court in the next few days or so for a hearing to determine his custody status and to set a jury trial date. This grand jury has been receiving evidence for months and has determined there is sufficient evidence to justify the filing of this criminal indictment.
Okay.
I've assigned 2 of my top prosecutors, Mark DiGiacomo and Banu Palal, to prosecute this case.
It's like he don't even know
I know
these
a lot
two.
of people have been watching and waiting for
He doesn't even know who those guys are.
Tupac Shakur is a music legend, and for a long time, this community and worldwide have been wanting justice for Tupac. Today, we are taking that first step. Tupac was actually quoted as saying, "Death is not the greatest loss in life."
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. No, sir. No. I'm not going to allow you to quote Tupac when you've let his murderer escape your grasp for 27 years. I'm not going to let you do this and not just be absolutely fucking clowned. Man, what? How many Tupac songs did this guy go through? He went through the lyrics of Tupac. He Googled Tupac lyrics, right? Or he asked ChatGPT, what are some inspirational Tupac lyrics? And he pulled these ones out of his ass. He pulled these ones out. This guy, I hope to God he fucks these lyrics up.
Greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender.
Delivered with such fervor, you know, with such conviction, this guy. This is the DA? Oh. This is the DA that is supposed to prosecute one of the biggest mysteries in United States culture. This guy, Mr. Humdrum, monotone ass, no chin having, can't shave his neck to make it look like there's a shadow. I mean, listen, bro, I'm with you. But you have to come with the fire here. You understand that if this guy has any money, he is going to hire, all he needs to do is hire an attorney that has a little bit of fucking charisma. Just a tiny bit. If it was me, if I was a defense attorney, I would be looking at this guy and I'd be like, this is a fucking slam dunk. This is an easy win, man. I just had to turn it up a little bit. And then he pulls out the Tupac shit, right? To actually, like, he thought it was going to be like a clapping, everyone bowing, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you got this moment. And he delivered it. He had to look at it. This guy does not know Tupac lyrics. You want to hear it again? Well, let's hear it again.
Tupac was actually quoted as saying, "Death is not the greatest loss in life."
Oh, sorry, not lyrics, a quote, sorry.
"The greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender."
Powerful. You took all the power out of that quote. Congratulations. You took all the power out of that quote. Congratulations. I never get in on time. You're all okay. Casey, you get a pass forever, man. Don't worry. It's all good. No worries at all. I'm just happy you're here.
Well, we didn't surrender thanks to the great work of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department under the leadership of Sheriff Kevin McMahill.
Oh,
Lieutenant
look at this. He's taking his glasses off. He means business now. This monotone ass DA.
Hansen, retired Detective Cliff Mogg, I am proud to announce the return of this document. This is the indictment we've been waiting almost 3 decades for.
Right. Mr. DA, I hate to hammer this home to everybody watching on this, but Mr. DA, if this case was so important to you, what happened in 2009 when the same man admitted in a police interview that he was involved in the shooting of Tupac Shakur, but you needed information on somebody else, so you gave him a pass. Anything used in this interview will not be used against you if you give us information on this. And this man admitted to the killing of Tupac Shakur, or being involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur in 2009. And you're going to stand up here and talk to us as if this shit isn't going to come out. As if the only evidence you were able to obtain started, to keep this investigation rolling, came to light in 2018 and was really solidified in the June or July, can't remember, raid of his wife's house, in which you found a manuscript to a memoir that this man was going to write. That's the evidence. That is the hard evidence they have here. Yes, he said he's talked to witnesses and stuff. Those witnesses are never coming forward. There's no way that those witnesses are going to come forward. This man said it himself. He is one of 2 people that witnessed that. He is one of 2 people alive that witnessed this murder. The other ones are dead. It's just Suge Knight and this man. That's it. So what makes you think that these other witnesses that you spoke to are going to come forward? The ones you get to come forward are going to be, no. This trial is going to be an interesting one. With this DA being as boring as fuck. I expected more from the Las Vegas district attorney. Nevada DA. What did he say? Is he a Las Vegas DA? I don't know how it works. I'm just an idiot, okay? But I do know that to try this case, to prosecute this case, you gotta be way more charismatic.
It spells out the facts.
Oh, and you can't lie. You can't lie. They can't use that shit in 2009, but you know what the media can? The media can. When the media starts to get wind that this man admitted to being involved in 2009, and then they play this back of like, we've been waiting 3 decades for this. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. You've been waiting 3 decades to correct the mistake that you made in 2009.
And circumstances and what justifies a Clark County grand jury in returning an indictment. Justice will be
Clark County DA.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Man, the quickness with
I'd
this
just
guy
like to say
pans back.
that the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department homicide section year over year solves over 90% of the homicides that occur in our jurisdiction.
My name is Cop Guy, and I talk like this.
I talk so hard into the microphone that my veins in my forehead pop out. But I ain't really saying much. It just looks like I'm saying something. My blood pressure needs to be checked on the regular because this vein in my forehead will tell you a lot about my eating habits, my workout habits, and goddamn it, I may be on some testosterone. Who knows? But it looks like I'm talking really hard because I'm really trying, but I'm really not.
Jurisdiction. You won't find that anywhere else in the United States. For those family members that have lost somebody that we haven't solved that case, I want you to know, just like in this case, we're not going to give up.
I hate when these cops stand up here like they're fucking heroes, man. I don't like it. Like, I know you're going to make it I know it's going to sound like I'm anti-cop. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-fuckfaces like this. I'm anti-people that try to pretend like play fucking Superman. Like, I can't believe I beat Lex Luthor, but I did it for you. I did it for you. It had nothing to do with the kryptonite in his pocket and how dangerous he would become if he was able to use that kryptonite on me. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you. Don't pay attention to the time I spin the world around, counter the opposite way, and threw everybody off course. Don't think about the time that my eye laser things went through the fucking building. Don't think about that. Only think about the time that I beat Lex Luthor, and I did it for you. I did it for you, not because he was possessing kryptonite. That would be detrimental to me.
I also say to you that
Let's go back, because I want you to hear this fucking
the
clown.
Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Section year over year solves over 90% of the homicides that occur in our jurisdiction.
Good for you. You're doing your job. 90% of the homicides in your thing. The thing is, dude, this is about Tupac Shakur. This isn't about the accolades of your police. It seems like the wrong place to do this.
You won't find that anywhere else in the United States. For those family members that have lost somebody that we haven't solved that case, I want you to know, just like in this case, we're not going to give up. I also say to you that as we begin, we're going to take a couple of questions. I want you to remember in your questioning that this investigation
is
subsequent
ongoing.
Arrest, and now indictment is only the beginning of the process. And we are committed and invested in ensuring a successful prosecution.
It takes so much energy for this man to say regular words. I don't understand. Like, he looks like something is just not right. You shouldn't be just talking into a microphone and having this much strain in your neck and forehead and voice and eyes being real red. Like, this man has high blood pressure. I'm no doctor. I am no doctor. I am a complete fucking moron. But this, to me, this is alarming.
As we move forward. So with that, we'll take any questions that you might have. Ken?
Excuse me. Sheriff, thank you. Have you been in touch with the Shakur family, anyone within here today? And if so, can you characterize what they told you?
Hi, we're only going to let white people in this conference, in this press conference. We're only going to let old white people in this press conference because we don't want anybody that may have knowledge that we have been hiding information since 2009. We do not need savvy people, tech savvy people, or people that know how to use Google in this press conference. We only want old white people that pronounce the name Tupac Shakur as Tupac Shaker.
The family has reached out to my office. I imagine also to Metro. We've been in communication with them.
Could you imagine being in the court with this man? We have only been in, like, come on, man. Talk like a, there's no way. Could you imagine being well, not going to do that. Okay, never mind.
We understand that they are welcoming this news. They are pleased with this news. and they are certainly aware of the return of this indictment.
Do you anticipate them being at court for arraignment of Mr. Davis?
I don't think they'll be at the arraignment. I mean,
No, why the arraignment's like 5 minutes. It's like 5 seconds. There's like they say like you know that you're they what the arraignment is to people that don't know that never been to court and never been arrested. That's fine because you're talking to an expert here. Been arrested, been to court, been to jail a few times. So what the arraignment is just basically you appearing in front of the judge explaining the charges that are against you, and just giving you your rights. You have the right, to an attorney. It's not the Miranda rights, but he just, reminds you that, do you have an attorney? Okay, one will be appointed to you. That's when your attorney will be appointed to you. You will be given a set date for pretrial. It sounds like here this is an indictment, so this will be a grand jury trial. A grand jury decided that there was enough evidence to bring this man to trial. So, jury will be present in this situation unless he pleads guilty. The arraignment is not a place where he shares his decision of plea. So no, the family would not be around during the arraignment. Usually a family's around during arraignment if it is a local crime. If it happens within your city, the family lives in the city. They want to make sure that they're there because of they want a presence in that courtroom. But in this situation, I don't see. Doesn't really make that much sense to be in the court, to have to drive 4 hours or fly from wherever they are. I don't know.
That's a relatively short hearing.
Like I said, can we only have dumbass old white people in here, please? We only want dumb white people in this press conference from the leaders of our news organizations. The dumbest, whitest person that you can, oldest, whitest person that you can get. We want people that are not familiar with court proceedings. We want people that do not know how to use Google. And we want people that are just dumb. Don't know who Tupac was.
But I know that they'll be involved. I know that they'll want to be apprised of what goes on a frequent basis.
Wow, what a question. What a question from the fucking smart guy on the left. What a question. Next.
You're back. Could you talk about any of the statements that he made that piqued your curiosity again or got you back into this case?
Jason, you want to answer that? We're not.
Because if I'm there, I'm saying, hey, remember that time in 2009 when you guys had him in an interrogation and over something else, and you gave him a pass to anything he said in that, and wouldn't be used against him, and then he admitted to killing Tupac. Remember that time? What now? You know what I mean? What now?
I'm not going to talk about any particular statements, but maybe he can address that globally.
What I'll say is there's a lot that's going to come out when it comes time for trial, but he provides his own series of statements that are very consistent with the evidence that we have on the scene that we've obtained through our investigation. I'll leave it at that.
Can you identify anything that came from the service of the warrant in July that you didn't know before?
Right. This is my question. This is exactly my question. Is tell me what you picked up in July when you raided the home of his wife that you didn't know before. And how did you get alerted to the presence of these things in his home?
Yeah, that's a good question. What I'll say about the search warrant that we did in July, that we obtained information or evidence during that execution of that search warrant that corroborated information obtained through our investigation, and I'll leave it at that until we go to trial.
Right. It's just some shit that he said.
Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Lee this was obviously a big move. Is there anyone else being looked at this point? I know a lot of people have passed away since this incident, but is anyone else being looked at as part of this investigation still?
So as I stated earlier, in this case, the only living suspect related to this investigation is Dwayne Davis. All other 3 suspects are deceased.
Vanessa.
Thank you.
All right. That was it. That was it. Now, if I can just pull up the information that I gathered from 2009 interview, Tupac, murder. Like I said, CNN had a really lengthy write-up about this situation, and this is where I don't really rely on CNN, but when there's information, this much information in the thing, Davis places himself at the crime. In a 1998 interview with BET, Davis said he was in the front seat of the car, which the shots were fired. In a 1998 interview. This is before 2009. This is all the shit that this dude has always put himself at the crime. I don't fucking get it. In 1998 interview with BET, not in local news, BET, Davis said he was in front seat of the car, which shots were fired. Everyone knew this in 1998. Going to keep it for the code of the streets, Davis replied when asked who pulled the trigger. It just came from the back seat, bro. Right. Okay. Then, more than a decade later, Davis confessed to police a role in the shooting in 2009. Former police detective said Greg Kading, a former police detective who investigated the case. In 2009, he admitted to it. But here's the kicker, and I understand why this is, but I don't understand the delivery of the, of this, what they're talking about in this press conference. He made it sound like this has been a very important case to us. But here we go. But this statement could not be used as evidence because it was made under a proffer agreement, Kading told CNN on Friday. A proffer agreement is an agreement in which a suspect agrees to provide potentially useful information in an investigation, but the statement is generally cannot be used as evidence against the suspect. My question, let's not use the statement. Let's use that as a jump-off point then. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's get him to let's pull his ass in and see if he can admit to being in the fucking car. If he can admit to it being in the car, then you have that motherfucker closer than anything else. He said it in 1998 with BET. A national fucking, global at this point. Because let's be honest, what other network at the time in 1998 was focusing on R&B and hip hop? None. It wasn't MTV. Not in 98. They had UMTV Raps. What time did they put UMTV Raps on? 11:30. It was late. And then in the mornings on like Saturday mornings or some shit. Where people weren't watching TV. BET was a world thing because hip hop was a world thing. So if you wanted any news on hip hop or R&B, if you wanted to see the latest on hip hop and R&B, you want to talk to celebrities or hear from celebrities from hip hop and R&B, you tune into BET. So everybody across the world in 1998 knew that this motherfucker did some shit. He said he was in the front seat of the car, and then again in 2009 admits to police. Can't be used as evidence in the suspect. Evidence against the suspect. But then additionally, a memoir penned by Davis, a copy of which was seized during July during a police search of the Nevada home of Davis's wife, describes Davis and Knight as the only two living witnesses of Tupac Shakur's shooting. What was seized in July, search of the home, police seized tablets iPhone, 5 computers. Authorities also took USB drives, photographs, and a copy of a magazine issue about Tupac Shakur. At the time, police were looking for notes, writings, ledgers, handwritten or typed documents concerning television shows, documentaries, YouTube episodes, book manuscripts, movies. I mean, YouTube episodes? What? Just Google it. I don't fucking get it. This guy was not the fucking like like criminal mastermind everyone keeps trying to, that the police keep trying to say he is. It's just he admitted to this shit a year later. I don't know, man. Shit's frustrating. I think they think we're dumber than we are, you know? But it's okay. All right. We're gonna go on the Britney Spears thing real quick. Britney Spears. What can you say about Britney Spears? The sweet, not so innocent. I'm not that innocent. Singer, absolute phenom. Britney Spears. I forget the actual, time period in which she was doing her damn thing. I want to say it was around the same time Tupac died. Did she do it? I don't know. She might have had a hand in it, in my opinion. But, since then she's kind of lost it a little bit. Look at the eyes here. Granted, this is a photo shoot. But I want you to look at the eyes here. Pay close attention to the eyes here, right? The eyes here, And then look at the eyes here.
Okay, guys, so my book, The Woman in Me, is coming out October 24th. I'm doing the finished touches on it right now.
I'm doing the finished touches on it. So she's doing it in a way that Finland would do it. So she's doing the finished touches. You know what I mean? She's adding like a Finnish version on it. Like she wants it to be more Finland-like. So she's adding the finished touches on it. That's what she means by that.
Hope you guys like it. It's coming soon.
On my mom's birthday.
Okay, guys, so my book, The Woman in Me, is coming out October 24th. I'm doing the finished touches on it right now.
Dude, finished touches, hell yeah. Fucking do it, Brittany. So the eyes are a little concerning, right? And I don't know if that's the way her makeup is or what, but let's see this. I know I'm going to have to mute it because of the, I'm going to mute the audio, but just take a look. This is all the marks of a person that shouldn't be on a conservatorship, right? Like this is, you know what this is? Guys, you're going to be so mad at me for saying this. You're going to be so mad at me for saying this. But like, when you get to my age, and you've had ex-girlfriends, from high school or whatever, and you look them up, and you find out they've been single for a while, right? This is the type of stuff. They went through a hard time, a couple breakups, divorce or so, and they're trying to get back on the dating scene. This is the type of shit you find when you go looking for that shit, man. I'm not joking. This is the type of shit you find when you go looking for exes from high school. Don't do it. Don't look for your exes in high school because they do shit like this. Don't, ew, man. Britney rich ass Spears. No, girl. Don't do that. Is that a tattoo coming out or pubic hair? That jacket's sick. Yeah, it's pubic hair, guys. Fucking disgusting. It could be a tattoo, but like, could you imagine being a tattoo artist? Yeah, Britney Spears came in. She wanted her vagina tattooed. I don't know, the fupa area. You know? That place where pubic hair is. This is young Britney Spears, man. She had it. She was like killing the game. This is new Britney. This is current day Britney.
Very soon. I worked my ass off for this book. I had a lot of therapy.
Who's breathing into the mic?
You guys better like it. If you don't like it, that's fine too. Either way, I'm going to Bermuda.
That's not me.
Hama, come on, pretty mama. Yeah, go, Majigo. Baby, why don't we go to Majiga? Coco, Macasas.
Too much.
Are you?
Okay, guys, so my book.
But fucking guys, it's too much. Yeah, listen, man. She's gone. We don't know her. We don't know her anymore. We have no idea. I want you to pay attention. I'm going to mute my mic so you know it's not me, okay? I want you to pay attention, really pay attention to the sounds behind the camera, okay? I'm going to go ahead and mute.
Is coming out very, very soon. I worked my ass off for this book. I had a lot of therapy to get this book done, so you guys better like it. And if you don't like it, that's fine too. Either way, I'm going to Bermuda. Hama, come on, pretty mama. Yeah, go, Majigo. Baby, why don't we go to Majiga? Coco, Macasas.
Too much.
The lyrics are Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Like, whatever the fuck she did was none of those things. You know? I'm scared for Britney. I don't want to make fun of her. I'm scared for Britney. Does she drink all day? Is she on medications? Who the fuck is behind the camera breathing as if there's some kind of creepy ass porn guy? Like, what the fuck is going on in her world, man?
Okay, guys, so my book is coming out very, very soon.
How do we isolate?
For this book, I had a lot of therapy.
I feel like I had a lot of therapy to finish this. Don't say that, but click this bread. You should flick this bread tie that's on the ground. You got to get that out of the thing. But also look at this fucking house, man. I don't want it. It's not something I would like. But, like, why is there so many couches? How many people are coming over to visit Britney Spears like this? There's one here. Looks like it might connect over here. There's two here. 3. Might be another one. 4. What's this little tiny one in the back? 5. You got 5 fucking couches in a room. This looks like a piano. And then a bread tie. And then a bread tie. Fuck yeah, Britney. You get it, girl. But, she's like, if you like it, I hope you like it. But if you don't like it, that's fine. Either way, I'm going to Bermuda. What the fuck?
Hey guys, so my book is coming out very, very soon. I worked my ass off for this book. I had a lot of therapy.
Not enough.
To get this book done, so you guys better like it.
Guy in the background, pull your face away from the camera.
If you don't like it, that's fine too. Either way, I'm going to Bermuda.
I don't really care if you like it or not. I did it for the fucking money. Either way, I'm going to Bermuda.
Hama, come on, pretty mama. Yeah, go, Majigo.
What the hell's Miago Majigo? Key Largo, Montego. Baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there faster and we'll take it slow. That's where we want to go. Way down in Kokomo. That's the lyrics. What the fuck is this?
Baby, why don't we go to Majiga? Coco, Macasas.
Too much.
And the guy has to say, too much, too much. This is the official Britney Spears account, guys. This is the official Britney Spears account. There is no editor. He could have just cut it out, but he didn't. It tells you a lot.
Okay, guys, so I just got finished with my book.
Oh, look, guess we're talking about the book again. In the same outfit.
It's coming out very soon. I worked my ass off for this book.
Did
I
you?
had a lot of
Again, with the working your ass off and a lot of therapy.
therapy to get this book done.
Uh-huh.
So you guys better like it. And if you don't, that's cool too. Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. I'm out of here.
Yo, what the fuck is going on over there? Who is allowing her to have a phone? She did the same thing twice.
Okay, guys, so my book is
This one's much better.
Okay, guys,
But-
so I just got finished with my book.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's coming out very soon. I worked my ass off for this
Okay.
book. I had a
Got you.
lot of therapy to
You
get
did?
this book done.
Okay,
So you
good.
guys better like it.
We do.
And if you don't,
I mean,
that's cool too. Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take it.
the jump cut that from in the middle of nowhere. Now she's got the glasses on that look like paper. Some Chanel maybe. Chanel glasses. I don't know. She's going to sing the Beach Boys song again. But this time she's got the lyrics right.
To Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. I'm out of here. So, bye, guys. Hope you like the book. Okay, guys.
It seemed very condescending. Bye, guys. I'm out of here. Hope you like the book. Mean, Britney. Mean. What? Even this is a little unhinged. I hit mute, but like... Wait, what? Oh, no. Stop. Okay, no, you can hear it. I mean, you can't hear it. What the dog is like, what the fuck, yo? Oh, no. Don't do that. What fell out of her? What fell out of her? I don't like it. No. Stop it, Mom. Stop it, Mom. Mom, my friends are watching. Stop. Don't do that. Britney, you're too old to do that. Ew. All right. Okay. I feel bad now. You know? Oh, boy. So, but those aren't, the latest thing to come out and just absolutely smoke, just absolutely destroy social media is this knives thing. Britney with the knives. The dogs go running. I can't play the audio because I'll get a copyright, and I plan on cutting this one up a little bit. So I listen. I get it, right? I get it. Britney, girl. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm with you, kinda. Like, I'm kinda with you a little bit. Like, I understand that maybe, when you peak in high school kind of thing, you know what I mean? She kind of peaked in high school, and she's trying to continue the sexy thing. But in her mind, she still has the sexiness. But her eyes tell me different. There's sadness there. There's depression There's pain. There's a disconnect a little bit of a disconnect. Remember that one that we were watching with the we were counting the couches or whatever. I was counting the couches. What's going on? What's going on back here? And here. Like a couple packages maybe. What's this? Back here. Everything's in disarray. Somebody's sleeping on the couch because there's a blanket, there's some pillows. Somebody's sleeping on a couch. I'm afraid to go any harder. Brittany, I wish the best for you. You were somebody that I looked at as a kid. We're the same age. You and I, Brittany. We're the same age. And I need to I feel like as a fan, I need to let you know that I'm concerned. I want to let Britney Spears know that I'm concerned. And I'm not necessarily concerned with your health, but I'm concerned with the people that you have running your life. This guy behind the camera breathes into the mic like, and, I think it's time to call it quits, girlfriend. I think what you deserve, Brittany, is relaxation. I think you deserve to get all the cake you ever wanted in your life, all the snacks that you missed out on. I want you to drink 3 2-liters of Coke a day, a couple cases of beer. I want you to do all the drugs in the world because you deserve it. You deserve it. A pop culture phenomenon. You know? Whoever's trying to make you continue to do the things that you are doing and stay culturally relevant, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. I know the early 2000s and the late 90s is coming back, but you and I, as products of that decade, of that era, we just can't do the things we did before. Because we'll look crazy. We'll look unhinged. We'll look like maybe we deserve to be in a cage somewhere. Or a padded room. No offense to people that are in padded rooms and cages at this moment while you're watching this. But I bet you're not. So that's all I have to say. Brittany, love you. We'll always love you, but not this. I refuse to remember you as this. You know? I'm going to go back to Hit Me Baby one more time. I'm going to go back to Toxic. I'll even go back to Lucky. She's so lucky. She's a star. You know? I'll go back to Lucky. I still love you then. And I'm going to delete everything from that point out. You know what I'm saying? From that point to the future, I'm deleting everything out of my brain. I refuse to remember Britney Spears as this. Britney, don't do this. This is no. This is no. Also, your personal chef, because I know you have one, is going to be real pissed off that you nicked those knives. Brittany, this is bad for you. It's bad for me because it makes us people our age look like we're out of touch. And that's it. That's where I'm going to end it today. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being with me today as I got pissed off about the news coverage of the coverage of I got pissed off about the coverage of Tupac Shakur, not the coverage, the press conference. Got pissed off at the press conference. And then we talked about Britney Spears. And I think it's a great way to end it. You know? It's a bittersweet day. Now I got to get going. Got some grass to cut at my house today. I'm going to do it on my own. Come grab my own grass today. Need to shave my face. Not looking too hot. But that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.